What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hamid Stack and today we have here the Galaxy Buds Pro. And what you're hearing right now is directly from the Galaxy Buds Pro. It's connected to my head, it's connected to my Galaxy S21 Ultra. So yes, this is one of the major features, the fact that you can actually connect the Buds Pro to your Galaxy device and use it as a microphone. So yes, do let me know what you think about the microphone quality of the Galaxy Buds Pro in the comments down below. So in today's video, I'm going to show you a little unboxing I did earlier with the Galaxy Buds Pro, how to set it up with the Galaxy Wearable App, and what I feel about the whole feature of it, because this one is packed with a lot of features. So yes, I'm going to go through everything today and give you my final conclusion. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So here is the Galaxy Buds Pro. The box does look really good. The black does look really nice. And for comparison, this is the Galaxy Buds Live. So you can see here the size, again, is pretty similar. The layout of it, the design is very similar to each other. I do like it that the fact that Samsung is keeping it very consistent across the board and it looks really, really cool. Now let's looking at the back of it. You have here your main features. You have a two-way speaker for richer sound. You have an ANC. You have 5 to 18 hours of battery life and your IPX7 water resistance. If you compare this to the Galaxy Buds Live, it does have your ergonomic fit. As you can see here, the battery is a bit of a downgrade over here, about 6 to 21 hours compared to the 5 to 18 hours on the Buds Pro. And you have ANC here and also your triple mics for clear call. So there are some new features that are baked into this Galaxy Buds Pro that we are going to check out today. So now let's just unbox this one up. Let's put this on the side. So here is, I'm assuming it's your manual stuff and all that. So you just put this over here because no one actually reads it. And then I'm assuming this is your cable and your ear tips. And you can change it because it does have that same silicone tips as you would in any kind of earbuds. And man, I gotta say, this one does look really good. But I am a little bit disappointed because over here we have the Buds Live, and this is the comparison you can see over here. This one, the Mystic Bronze, does look so much better compared to the Buds Pro in terms of the color and in terms of the size. Let's just put it down over here. As you can see, the size of it is very, very similar. You can have your USB-C, and then of course you have your wireless charging. So if you have any other Samsung devices, you can just pop it on the back and then it will wirelessly charge up. So now let's just open this one up. And you can see here the Buds Pro does look really, really nice. It does have that nice kind of glow finish to it. You can see it's very shiny. And if you compare this to the Galaxy Buds Live, let's just see how both of them look. It does look really nice again, very shiny feel to it. You have your silicone tips. And this is my ultimate favorite over here, the Huawei FreeBuds Pro. And just want to compare for you guys. And as you can see here, you have a stem to it and you have this one over here. Again, all very shiny. If you guys want to check a little bit more of the Huawei FreeBuds Pro, I will leave a link in the description up above. So now we're going to test out the magnets over here. So it does close very, very nice. And let's just see if the buds will actually drop out. So yes, if you do it some vigorous kind of shaking, it will drop off. But for minimal shakage, you know, it does stick very, very well. So yes, just be careful a little bit if you're bringing this out. But if you want to show this in your bag, you know, the case will not open. It's pretty strong. So yes, pretty cool. And something I just want to test over here. So I actually bought a case for my Buds Live and it fits very well. This is from Spigen. I bought it myself. So I'm going to test it out with the Galaxy Buds Pro. And as you can see over here, it fits very, very nicely. So if you have any other case before this for your Buds Live, you can exactly use it for your Buds Pro because it's exactly the same size. So right now I'm going to show you how to connect your Galaxy Buds Pro with a device. Over here I have the Galaxy S21 Ultra to help me with this. If you're using any other Android devices, it's exactly the same process. So what you want to do is just turn on your Bluetooth and then just pop this guy up open. For your Samsung devices, an animation will appear over here. What you want to do is just press connect and it will straight away bring you to the Galaxy Wearable App. If you are using any other Android phone, you can just download this app from the Google Play Store. It's very, very easy, so you don't have to do anything. If you're using a Samsung device, you can actually have an extra settings over here. You can actually tweak some things and you don't need to use the app. So for those who are actually using the app, this is how it looks like. It will show you a battery indicator for your buds and also your case. And then you have your noise control here, your ANC and your ambient sound. This is an extra feature over here, voice detect. So basically when you have your music or your ANC turned on while you're being played, you're using both of them together, you can actually have this voice detect turned on. So if someone is actually talking to you, hopefully with a face mask, the ANC and volume or that will actually turn down, and then you can actually hear the voice of the person. And then here you have this 5, 10 and 15 seconds. So basically once your conversation is all done, the ANC and your music will actually go back to the original settings after the time that you have set over here. This is actually a very nice feature that we're going to test out in a little bit. So now let's just move back. And then the other stuff we have here is block touches. So basically if you do not want to touch the touchpad over here because maybe you're going to a gym and you don't want to actually trigger anything, what you can do is just trigger this block touches. Next thing over here is the touch and hold. So over here on the left, you can actually press on it, touch and hold, and it will trigger certain actions. Over here is very limited. You can either go to the ANC or ambient sound. You can either go to Bixby. So if you're using ANC, as you can see, you are forced to use on both sides as well. If you can use volume up and down, you are forced in that way. It doesn't actually give you a little bit more customization. For me personally, I will go for the volume up and down because I feel like I don't really like to touch my phone when I'm listening to some music. So yes, I do have this one on, but you can of course go for whatever you like. Next thing we have over here is equalizer, and as you can see we have a few settings over here. The only thing that I am disappointed with this is the fact that you don't have a custom settings over here to actually change to the sound that you actually want. So the workaround on this is that you can actually go to the settings, go search on Dolby Atmos, and then you can actually go to the equalizer and change the settings over here. Do leave a comment down below if you guys think that this is actually helpful. I do feel that it is a little bit of an upgrade in terms of sound quality, but maybe that is a little bit more subjective. But yes, these are the settings that you have here on the Galaxy Wearable app. Next thing you have over here is the advanced settings. This is really cool because you have your seamless earbud connection. So like for me, I use like the Tab F7. I have other people in the house that also want to share with the Galaxy Buds Pro. And if you have like a Samsung device, so basically if you're not using the Galaxy Buds Pro, your friend can actually use it and then just play your music and it will seamlessly connect to their device. You don't really need to disconnect and connect. All you got to do is just turn this on and it will connect very, very well. Next thing we have here is this 360 degrees audio. Again, we're going to test this out because this is a very new feature. It's very similar to the Apple AirPods. Another thing, last one over here is the hearing enhancement. So you can actually tweak the settings. You want to go for the left or the right. For most people, I think they will go for the center. Moving back, another thing that we have here that I really do like is this gaming mode. So you want to activate this because it does kind of reduce the latency, especially if you're gaming or if you're watching a movie. You want to have that lip synchronization issue. So yes, I do always turn this on and we're going to test this out later on. And then the last thing that we have here is this Find My Earbuds. So basically if you have lost one of your earbuds, you have misplaced it somewhere, you can actually detect where is it and you can find it, and then you can actually press the ring button and then the kind of sound will come out from the earbuds over here, so you can actually find where is your earbuds. So again, this app is really cool and I do hope that this one did help you. So right now we're going to test out how well the Galaxy Buds Pro connects to my phone. So I'm going to play something on my phone right now. And then if I take out the earbuds, put it into my ear, and straight away it's already being played, less than a second. Put the right side, also being played straight away. If I take out the left, put it back in the case, it will still continue to play. Put it on the right, and it will continue to pause. So it's really good. It's very fast in terms of connection. And what I like about this is that you can actually use one earbud at a time and whatever you're watching will still continue to play. Next up over here, we're going to test out the touchpad. So I'm going to put one into my ear, make sure it's all snug in, and let's try 1, 2, 3 single tap. Alright, as you can see there, it plays. Let me try to double tap, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then triple tap, 1, 2, 3. Okay, not very sensitive. Let's try again, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, so as you can see, it's not very sensitive. I gotta admit that the touchpad isn't very sensitive. Hopefully in a future update, they will fix the touchpad on it. You have to make sure you get the right spot on it. So it does take some learning experience with it. So yes, for me, for the first time, you gotta make sure that you actually hit on the right spot. That's what she said. But in terms of the connection, I've got to say it's actually doing very, very well. So the next thing that we're going to test out over here is A and C. So I'm going to put both of them into my ears. Single tap. And then if I do some sound, I am honestly not hearing anything. A and C on this is really, really good. And then let me try if I want to test out the 360 degrees audio. So I'm going to put this back into my ears. And then play my clip. And if I tilt my head to the left, all right, tilt my head to the right, all right. So it does work pretty well. To be honest, I don't feel there's a need for the 360 degrees audio. It does look very cool, it does sound very cool. It's very similar to the Apple AirPods. Basically, if you turn your head to the left, if your phone is still right in front of you, the right side of the earbuds will actually play a bit louder. It does work the same way as well if you turn to the right. So hopefully in a future update or something in the future, Samsung will come out with, like a video to show us how well and how useful is this 360 degrees audio. So the next thing they're going to test out here is the voice detect. So I'm going to make sure that this is turned on. Let's put it back into my ears. And then click to play. Okay, so now let me just talk, and then yes, I can hear my voice more clearly. I can hear the knock all around. So let me just try to stop talking. All right, so it does take about 6 seconds. I did put it to 5 seconds, but it does take about 6 seconds for the volume in ANC to go back to its original state. Yes, it does work, but what I gotta say is when I'm hearing my own voice, I do sound a little bit more robotic. So I do hope in a future update, Samsung will give a little more clarity when it comes to the voice detect, because I do find that this one over here is actually a very, very useful feature. Okay, so right now I'm gonna show you the Galaxy Buds Pro in my ear. So I'm just gonna put it inside my ear. And this is how it actually looks like over here on the sides. And from the front view, this is how it actually looks like. It's not very bulging, to be honest. And let's just do some light, shake. And you can see it still sticks on. Some heavy shaking. Okay, I'm really dizzy right now. And what I can say is, you can still see it's still on my ears. So yes, in terms of fit, it's actually very, very good. And thumbs up for that. So next up over here, we're gonna test out the music quality when it comes to the earbuds. So what I'm gonna do is just put it into my ears. I'm gonna play some music. And let's play some Imagine Dragons, my favorite. And let's go there, yeah, that's right. Just want to turn this off, make sure I enjoy my music. And what I gotta say, bass on this is a thumbs up. I really like the bass, sound is really, really good. Let me test out some other musics. Let me see what else do I have. Let's try Human. Oh my goodness, it's really, really good. Sound quality is top notch. Yeah, A and C as well, working very well. So if you hear me talking a bit louder, it's because A and C is turned off, so I cannot hear much. Yes, very nice, very nice. So what I gotta say about this is the Galaxy Buds Pro is amazing when it comes to music. Bass on this is really very nice. So if you want really good music, test this one out. Alright, so the next thing we test out here is latency, and this is with gaming mode on. So what we're gonna do is just see if it does have any latency. Right, it's very good. Latency on this is really, really, again, very, very good. So So I gotta say, in terms of the overall package, music, latency, it's really very well done by Samsung. Thumbs up for that. And yes, the last feature that we have here is the fact that, like I mentioned again, this one does wirelessly charge, so you can just pop it on the back of your S21 Ultra and it will wirelessly charge up. So that is it. This is the Galaxy Buds Pro, and what I gotta say is what I really love about it. Music is really good. Latency as well is very excellent. ANC is a very huge upgrade, especially if you're coming from like the Buds Live. It's one of the best, I would say, there is out there. I have tested out the Sony WF-1000X M3s. That is a mouthful. I've tested out the Apple AirPods Pro, the FreeBuds Pro as well over here, and I gotta say, this one is definitely up there when it comes to ANC compared to the other bigger brands. What else do I like about it is the fact that they do have 360 degrees audio, you have your voice detect, some other extra new features that many other true wireless earbuds do not have yet. It isn't very complete yet, and like I mentioned, I do hope with future updates they will kind of perfect this, because I do feel with the Buds Pro, it's a really good pair of earbuds, and I did like the fact that they did not call this the Buds Pro. This is the real Pro. So with all that being said, I have to say that the FreeBuds Pro, the Huawei FreeBuds Pro, is my ultimate favorite because of the stem over here. And basically the stem does allow you to adjust your volume up or down and also adjust your ANC if you pinch and hold this. With the Galaxy Buds Pro, you are only limited to one option. You can either change your volume by pressing and holding, or your ANC kind of configurations. I do hope in a future update they will kind of let us, adjust the volume by swiping up or swiping down. If you have this, I think this is my ultimate favorite in the end. But if you know, for what is it, both of them are really good. So that is it. If you did enjoy this video, do click the like and smash the subscribe button down below for more videos like this in the future. Do also follow me on my social as well on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and also here on YouTube at Dr. Hamstack. So that is it. This is Dr. Hamstack. Stay safe, take care, and wash those hands.